What's up, welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Cash Cobain's debut album, Play Cash Cobain. You haven't been able to talk about the last 2+ years of rap music without talking about Cash Cobain. He has become one of the most in-demand producers, largely in part because he is also the face of one of the hottest, newest rap subgenres. Of course, that would be sexy drill. So, of course, a lot of attention will be coming to his latest release. Thinking about how he got to this point where Cash Cobain, I think, really started getting a lot of attention in the back half of 2022. Rapper, producer, out of the Bronx. And before you know it, he's making music with Pink Panthers and Central C, Don Toliver, of course, producing a song for Drake on For All the Dogs, Calling for You, a song that peaked in the top 10 on the Hot 100, getting Ice Spice feature on his breakout single Fisher earlier this year. Cash Cobain's currently on tour opening up for Ice Spice, the other side of the coin when it comes to the evolution of drill these days in New York. I also think you have to think about how traditional drill music has gone to this point to partially explain how sexy drill has blown up. Cash Cobain's forefathers when it comes to Brooklyn drill in Bronx drill in New York, people like Chef G and 504 and Pop Smoke, of course, those were artists that were not allowed to play in their own city due to assumptions of violence and gang activity and whatnot on the part of the authorities. Cash Cobain has made a point, openly said that his music is not about killing people. His music is about having fun. It's more light. And when this drill genre bubbled up, sexy drill bubbled up as the pandemic was ending, this was more inviting, like a party atmosphere. It's lighter. It's more friendly to women, things like that. Ultimately, I think there's just a lot of appeal for this lighter take. It also kind of combines the sample drill wave as well, and that's really Cash Cobain's style. You have this drill production that's stripped down, the iconic minor key that was so paramount to most drill production, giving you that haunting vibe. That's not present in Cash Cobain's music. That's gone. In a sense, you're almost dabbling with some R&B. The very in vogue Jersey Club is also in the mix here, and just really fun samples, and not just really big high profile samples, but little touches and flourishes, stuff from interviews and freestyles and YouTube things and whatnot. It's engaging, and yet it also, there's a safetiness to the niceness to it. And as the name might suggest, it's also incredibly horny. It's really just about having sex, and Cash Cobain bagging women and whatnot. And that's just more fun party atmosphere to some. Now, this is, of course, definitely the current moment, but I'm not really sure about the longevity of this, full stop. I think just because Cash Cobain, lyrically, it's very light and fun and vibey. And maybe that'll be enough. I'm not really sure. You don't really go to Cash Cobain for lyrics, for storytelling necessarily. I mean, the star of the show with him is the beats. As his DJ tag would suggest, got this beat from Cash, not from YouTube. We go to Cash Cobain's music right now because it's reinventing. It's doing creative things with samples. It's giving you Jersey Club inspired drill without the darkness. There is certainly an appeal to that. And when you listen to a song like Dunk Contest off Cash Cobain's debut album, Play Cash Cobain, where Cash literally raps about all the different women he's had relations with, naming all of them and being specific about what's going on, it is incredibly charming, also pretty explicit. It's fun. The Posse Cut Problem, long song, a lot of high-profile features, Big Sean, Fabulous, Yachty, Lay Banks, etc. But what stands out most about that is that Cash is sampling a bit from Layla's Off the Radar freestyle from YouTube. And that's what actually makes it kind of creative. And I think Cash Cobain is certainly willing to move beyond even the very expansive palette of sexy drill. You listen to a song like Love It, where there's clearly Afropop drums all over that song. So I think it's clear that as long as this is a sound people have demand for, and obviously Cash has quite the list of collaborators at this point, he will certainly be in the mix from a producer side of things. I'm not exactly sure the ceiling for him as a rapper. Fisher is a hit, but it's not a massive hit per se. So I'm just curious, to the leg something like this has. On the other hand, Central C, Pink Panthers, Ice Spice give him a lot of credibility in terms of, I think, this moving forward. So in terms of this being an album, I think the beats clearly are the star. Like, that's what's most interesting about it. The album's too long, and I think some of the songs can feel samey just because Cash's like vocal performance can be a bit rote at times. But clearly, like, this is new, it's creative, and it's at the very least interesting. I think I only can listen to like so much like hardcore sex jams, but now I'm most interested in seeing like if Sexy Drill and this kind of sample heavy like lighter style, like, can this become a more dominant production force in greater rap, right? Like Drake had one Cash Cobain song on his last album. Like, could this ever be the dominant sound of a big rapper? I'm not sure. We're a long way off from that. We'll see. But let me know, what did you think of Cash Cobain's debut album, Play Cash Cobain? What was your favorite song? What are you most interested about him and this whole movement? Let me know. And for more rap reviews, more music reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.